Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I'm packing up these precious metals. It's going to be sad to see these go. This is from my stack. It is the majority of the gold that I own and a big chunk of silver. So I sold all this stuff for well over $10,000. So what I have here is a 100-ounce bar of silver from APMEX, which is absolutely stunning. And we have some gold coins. All right, I have a 1-ounce gold buffalo. This is a 2017. We have a 2022, or excuse me, 21 buffalo. We have a American Gold Eagle. This is a 2022. And sorry, you're not getting a good view of these because they're, in flips and they're also in bags. Then we have a 1/2-ounce gold maple leaf for all my Canadian viewers, and then we have a 1/4-ounce gold eagle. All right, so 3 3/4 ounces of pure gold and 100 ounces of pure silver. Like I said, well over $10,000. Now I want to do this video to kind of make 2 points. The first point here is the reason I stack this stuff is to sell it. Now I know a lot of people who stack, they just never want to sell, but the whole point of stacking, the real purpose, is to sell or to trade for something else eventually. Now some people might stack their entire life and then they just die and it goes off to their family or the state, who knows. But the idea is to have a backup plan, and precious metals to me has always been security in the back of my mind. It's money in the bank. It always will have value no matter what. How much value? That could be argued, but it has value. In this case, I wasn't planning on selling this stuff until I was a really old dude, or when I have a child, or some kind of financial catastrophe. But I'm biting the bullet here because I have very important bills to pay off, I have taxes to pay off, and I have debt. And I don't want debt. I don't like owing anyone. So not to get into all the details of the situation, but my income has significantly gone down over the years, and the bills stacked up. Most recently, I had a couple big hits in my life financially, so it's important to me to get back to square one, to get back in the green, and to do that I have to sacrifice. Now I'm selling a bunch of random things too, but this was always my go-to. This was always my backup plan. This is my rainy day fund, and I'm cashing in. It just so happens that metal prices are up. I'll give you all the details, all the numbers in a minute here, but this is what it's for. It saddens me because I take this stuff very personally. Like, I don't want to sell this, at least not right now. I do want to sell it eventually. That's the whole point, right? But things happen. Things happen in life, and this is why I have it. It's just a savings account for me. So as sad as it is, kind of starting over, especially with gold, this took a lot for me to set this stuff aside and try to stack this stuff. But it's just one of those things. It's okay. Things come and they go. We can't take any of this stuff when we die. But right now, it's a very important part of my life to, get back in the green. And this stuff is allowing me to do that. So I'm very fortunate and very happy that I had the mindset to actually collect this stuff. Now, obviously, there are a ton of different assets that people could own and have something to fall back on. What I like about precious metals is you don't have to spend $100,000 to get your asset. You don't have to spend $10,000. You could spend 20 bucks. You can stack it slow. You might not be able to make $8 payments on a piece of real estate as an asset, right? But you can go out and buy $8 worth of silver if you want. You can go out and buy, $100 worth of gold, and you can slowly accumulate, a larger sum of money. All right, sorry about that. A big old propane truck just drove by real slow and real loud. There could be no one coming down my road for hours, and then all of a sudden I want to film something, and there it is. But anyway, so my point here really is this stuff has value, always will have value. I love collecting it. It's kind of personal to me. Some people just, collect bullion and it's whatever. It's just money. But, I like the collectibles. I like the coins. I like the unique, pieces. And these do have premiums on them. It's not just silver value and gold value. In fact, this APMEX bar currently sells for about $3,000 if you want to buy it. I sold this one for $2,700. These coins, you know, anywhere from, well, the 1 ounce coins, $2,000 to $2,200, just depends on the years. You know, they have different premiums. They have value as collectibles above their value as metal. So when I worked out this deal with someone who, you know, watches the videos and I know through Facebook, gold spot price was $1,953 and silver spot price was $24.43. Now I can tell you, as far as the silver goes, you've seen a video on this specifically. I originally purchased this, I want to say around $1,500 to $1,600, something like that. I traded it to a viewer. Oh, I'm sorry, I sold it to a viewer originally. So he bought it because I needed cash at the time, and then like a year later, he traded it back to me for knives. So it's an interesting piece. I absolutely love it. It was my biggest piece of silver. I don't have any other 100 ounce bars or anything. Hate to see it go, but like I said, it is what it is. But this particular piece being sold for $2,700, obviously I profited from that, just because I bought it a long time ago. And generally speaking, precious metals go up with time. So even though there's better and worse times to be selling, you know, if you bought it years and years ago, there's a good chance that it's worth more money now. That's kind of how it works. Even if you buy silver and gold today, there is a fairly good chance, a probability, that if you sell it in 10 to 15 to 20 years, it's going to be worth more money. Now, as far as this gold is concerned, there was a lot more profit for me in that because I traded for this gold. So spot being, you know, $1,953 plus the premiums on this gold, I'm probably into all of these pieces here collectively, maybe $3,000, just because of the trading that I've done to obtain these pieces. So obviously that was a lot more of a profit margin. What's really nice is the person who I sold it to doesn't really care about premiums. They're mostly just into bullion, but they did offer me some premium, you know, on top of the you know, melt price basically for this stuff. So I'm happy because I'm profiting. I'm getting money that I need to pay bills, and they're very happy because they're getting a deal and they're able to add to their stack. So in the end, everyone wins. So that's pretty much it. I just kind of wanted to share this with you. Like I said, it's kind of it's very bittersweet. I'm happy to be making progress financially, but it's at a huge sacrifice to me. I mean, this stuff, it's hard, very hard to let this go. I made this very personal over the years. When I stack, it's like these are my personal pieces. It's like selling your favorite knife. You know, it sucks. There's no way around it. But, you know, I have a mature attitude on the whole thing. I'm not a baby about it. I got this stuff to sell for money one day. I've made quite a profit on it because of just timing. And I'm happy. I'm happy with the deal. And, you know, something like stacking, or even if you're talking about like knife collecting, lighter collecting, whatever you're into, you can get rid of stuff and it's sad, but you can always get it back. You know, there's always a possibility to find those things again. In some cases, maybe you're talking about a rare knife, and yes, you're going to pay more money than you're supposed to or that you originally did, but you can always get that stuff. It's not gone forever. You know what I'm saying? This particular piece, this exact piece, yes, this may be gone forever, but it's not the only one made. If I really, really want this 100 ounce ATMEX bar in the future, I can get it. I'll probably pay more for it, but I can get it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is, you know, like this type of stuff is irreplaceable. As far as these coins, these are generic coins. I can find these again if I really wanted to. But again, just kind of like the knife thing, for me it's a journey. So as much as I absolutely love this bar, if I were to ever want to get another 100 ounce silver bar in the future, I'd probably want to get something different that I've never had before. Because for me, it really is all about the journey. So that's what's fun, the hunt. You know, finding things, getting excited about it, waiting for it to get to you, you know, if you're getting it shipped. I mean, God, how exciting it is when you're getting something in the mail, especially something like, you know, precious metals or a really cool knife or, you know, brand new Zippo you really wanted, whatever you're into. That's half the fun. Then once you get it, it's like, all right, cool. Then you have the pride of ownership. But anyway, like I said, at the end of the day, the only reason I have this stuff is because it's money. This is quite literally money. I mean, this is American money, not that you're going to go into a store and spend it like that. But gold and silver here, they have value and they always will. In this particular case, it worked out how I wanted it to. There's always a possibility, there's always that small chance that you bought, you know, some silver and you get into a pinch and you have to sell it and it's worth less than you bought it for. There's always a little bit of risk involved there, but again, the more time that's involved, the more or longer you have this stuff, the probability of making money on it, profiting from it, goes really through the roof. But the whole point is not to make money. The whole point really is to preserve wealth. It's to save money. Money set aside. Now, if I did not buy this bar, the money that I had to buy this bar might have been spent on other things. Maybe going out to dinner, maybe it would have went into my gas tank, and it would be gone forever. Now, one of the reasons I like collecting gold and silver, specifically collectible pieces, is I get so much joy in collecting something, but at almost no risk. It's going to retain its value. In most cases, it's going to go up in value. I get to enjoy the collectibles, but I'm really just enjoying money. Now, you can get a really nice knife, and there's a good chance that you can sell that knife pretty easily, but knives are not as liquid as something like gold and silver. You know, think about how many people in society really want your $500 or $600 knife. Everyone wants your $500 or $600 piece of gold. Okay, every coin shop, every bullion dealer, it's just way easier to sell. Now, right now I'm selling stuff to raise money. This was the easiest thing to sell. I'm going to sell knives, I'm going to sell pipes, I'm going to sell lighters, all kinds of stuff. But those are niche items. The only person interested in a really nice expensive knife are knife collectors. But there's just so many more money collectors out there. So that's why people focus on stuff like this. It's really easy to sell when you really need that money. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you don't stack, maybe this gave you a little food for thought. Maybe get you interested in it. You do not have to spend hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars. You could throw 20 bucks at it occasionally, you know, $25, you get a 1 ounce silver piece. It's just fun, but again, it's a way to save money, particularly if you have a difficult time saving money. You know, if you get paid and then you pay your bills and you got an extra X amount of dollars, and what do? You figure out ways to spend it. How am I going to entertain myself? What cool thing do I want this month? You know, when you buy stuff like this, you're just saving it, but you're still getting the joy out of buying something. So that's why I enjoy it so much. As much as I want to tell you that I'm buying thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of cool knives, it's not as exciting as that. But you know, getting out of debt is extremely exciting, and it's something that I put a high priority on. So much so that I'm willing to give up my treasure. This is quite literally my pirate treasure. But anyway, that's all. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.